you ever want to stump someone with a question on Chanukah, you could call it a riddle. Ask them the following question. Why is there a custom to have jelly donuts on Chanukah? The sufganiya. So nowadays, every single kosher bakery knows, jack up the prices on the donuts. Now they have the fancy donuts. You could get them over here, $15. Who would think of this? Tell this to your average person who's not Jewish. Could you imagine $15 for a donut? They dress it up, they make it nice. Yeah, very nice to have the expensive donuts. But at the end of the day, minaga oila, whatever circle you're in, they always come back to the jelly donuts, the sufganiya. Sufganiya is jelly donut.
They're also a $15 donut.
Yeah, they have
Definitely 11 or
I've
12.
seen like six.
definitely
I've seen
11
like
or 12.
6
Maybe
or
I'm rounding up plus tax. I don't know. Inflation, we'll see what they charge
I've
this
seen like
year.
6 or
I
7.
never bought them, so I don't know. I only hear from other people. I don't go over a $15 donut. I'd rather get a full meat meal
A steak.
than a $15 donut, but that's just me. Anyways, so the question is, why the jelly donut? So your average answer will be jelly donut. What do you mean? It's deep fried, it's oil. So since it's yeah, very good. But why the donut and why jelly? You could deep fry anything. If anything, I'd rather have poppers. Yeah, latkes. Okay, latkes. Yeah, okay, that's another tire in and of itself. Latkes. You got latkes going, but why why jelly? Why the donut? You could deep fry anything.
Caramel.
Right? Caramel. Well, but jelly is the minhag oil, and that's what everyone does. Where did this come from? So take a look at the Oitras at Torah and Chanukah on page Reish Chof Hey 225. Rabbi Eli Ahu Cohn, Chaim Cohn, he discusses this a little bit. He says the idea is that it's made out of oil. So therefore, it reminds us of the oil milk. But the question is, that reasoning alone is inadequate because you could fry anything in oil. You could have poppers, French fries. You could have right wings. I mean, you name it.
Fried banana, fried banana.
Fried banana, Oreo, the ice cream they fry. You put anything in oil, it tastes good. Yeah, they do it. There's a whole thing. I think they deep fry ice cream. There's a whole talk to the young kids. They know about it. Yeah, these people they come up with all these chedushim and nowadays. Anyways, so what is this over here? So comes along with Shlomo Zalman Auerbach Zatzal in his Holicha Shlomo on Chanukah on page 319. Shin Yutes. He says a completely different answer. He gives a whole beautiful Torah over here. He says like this: the Chashmonaim, they purified the entire Beis Hamikdash. They made everything pure except for the stones of the Mizbeach, the altar. They were unable to purify that. They didn't know. They didn't know how to purify those stones. Take a look at the Gemara in Avodah Zarah. Anun Beis Amid Beis. Gemara in Avodah Zarah. And they were so upset that they couldn't purify those stones. So what they ended up doing? They hid them. They hid them. So therefore, it's customary. We customarily eat food, items, where an ala michya bracha achroina is recited, specifically a bracha achroina with an ala michya after consumptions. Why? Because in ala michya we say the words al mizbachecha, on your mizbeach, which alludes to the Chashmonaim's, inability and their unhappiness due to their inability to purify those stones in the mizbeach. It alludes to how upset they were that they couldn't make it pure. Now, very nice answer from Shlomo Zalman, but that's inadequate. That's insufficient, that answer. It's no good. Because according to that, we could have anything fried in oil that is an ala michya. Right? For example, any type of donut, egg rolls. Egg rolls are geschmack. Who wouldn't want a nice egg roll? So why then specifically jelly? Where does that come from? We could say we're eating the food to come in. So comes along the Mishnah at the end of Maseches Sota on Mem Chesem and Alf. Mishnah quotes Rabbi Yeshua, who says when the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, the taste of fruits was taken away. Rashba Goimer Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel Oimer, Hey Rabbi Yeshua miyoyim shechara Beis Hamikdash ein yoyim she'ein bo kala. Once the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, there was no day where there wasn't a curse. The flavor of fruit was taken away. And the Gemara over there explains in Memta Samad Alf, quotes Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, who says that once the laws of purity and impurities no longer applied, Tum and Tahara, once they didn't have those halachas anymore, and the fruits lost their taste. What's the explanation of this statement? They lost their taste. Obviously, they're still tasty nowadays, but they're not as tasty. But what does that mean? What are the laws of Tum and Tahara of being pure and impure have to do with tasty food? So Rashi explains that since everyone treated the fruits with their utmost care, therefore Hashem also treated the fruits with a tremendous amount of care, making sure that they didn't smell and taste bad. Haperus v'reichem shemitoch shahayu taharim v'nohagim b'tahara afa kadosh baruch hu metar perusam reich ra umitamra. Exactly what we said. However, once the Jews were no longer obligated to treat the fruits carefully, then they didn't. Consequently, Hashem didn't protect the fruits from bad smells and tastes. This is why we specifically have jelly donuts as opposed to other fried foods. Jelly is a derivative of fruit. It comes from fruit, either grapes or strawberries. Jelly. So so eating the jelly donuts, when we eat the donuts, we have to recall they will remind us of the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. Therefore, to summarize, we specifically eat jelly donuts because they are unlike other food. There are several reasons why. It is something that is fried in oil, number one, that reminds us of the oil miracle. Additionally, in the Alamichya, number two, it will remind us that they were unable to purify the stones in the Mizbeach, Al Mizbechecha. And then number three, step three, is that the jelly donuts come from fruit, which will remind us of the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. That's how the custom of eating jelly donuts resulted. It also says in Alamichya, tangentially, v'nochal mepriya, we will eat from their fruit. So that's also another chapsi. Also, the last page in Timotzi Shlau Rav on Chanukah. Tangentially, one would not say the bracha of Borei Minei Mizonos on jelly donuts if they are eaten in the middle of a Suda, and there's a running hamotzi that he made from his meal, even if they're eaten as dessert. Another very interesting point about jelly donuts: it's permissible to heat up jelly donuts on Shabbos, even though there's liquid inside of them. We would think that it has a din of a davar lach, something that has liquid, which would be prohibited to heat up on Shabbos. Rosh Shlomo Zalman Auerbach has a chiddush in his Alicha Shlomo on Chanukah, pages 319 to 320, and he elaborates on why it's permissible. And then lastly, that one who is on a diet does not need to eat jelly donuts on Hanukkah. Okay, so that's also
How many do you have to eat over the course of Hanukkah?
yeah, you could fulfill your obligation of Hanukkah without eating jelly donuts.
Well, how many are you supposed to eat?
You don't need to, anyways. You don't
No,
need
but-
to. It's just custom, whatever. You don't need to.
Right,
Yeah. All right. Everyone should have a wonderful day. Bruchim to you.
But the donut should be fruit.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you say, Devin?
It should be a fruit donut.
Yeah, fruit donut. Yeah. According to that, maybe it doesn't need to be dafka jelly. It could be any fruit, but I think jelly is really the only fruit that will go inside of a donut, or derivative of fruit, right? I don't think caramel is a fruit. So, yeah.
No.
All right. All right. Have a wonderful day. Call it.
Okay.